Welcome back, Livewire alumni, Livewire Insurance Information Channel, and everyone on YouTube. This is part 2, episode 11, Transformation. I just shot part 1, and I got a little fired up on that, and I cut it briefly, as I promised to keep it short. But while the ideas are still going around in my head, I wanted to get on and do another episode. And part 2, I'm going to speak of how you go about unlearning some of the traditional things that we were taught. Okay? For most of us, when we got into the insurance industry, we were taught to contact our friends and our family and our circle of influence. Okay? And then we were instructed to go out and have business cards made. And these are essential tools that we use. But there's that gray area that I spoke of when we mentioned underwriters. Okay? There's the gray area that exists for you as an agent, producer, or broker as well. And that gray area is your inner self, your inner being. What you are doing to contribute to your success. Okay? The transition from obtaining your license to making a business card to making that phone ring, there's an important step that's missing. And that step is you. In part 1, I said there's a part that I absolutely exploit in 2024, meaning that technology does not have the ability, for the most part, to the masses as we know it, to introduce itself to people individually. But you can. Okay? And that's the exception. And that's what I mean by unlearning some of the steps that were taught traditionally to you, because you depend on that. You depend on the fact that you have a business card that is in a card folder, in the box, second drawer to the left or to the right. That's doing no one no good at all. Why are your cards in a box? You have marketing that's being done, and some of you guys have co-op, okay? And that's still not enough. You are still depending on technology at some point to aid you in your success, and that's okay. But you are placing everything in there, and you're giving none of yourself to it. So at best, it's not going to work out the way you want it to, unless, of course, you're doing it by volume. And if you all remember, I have nothing to say about the volume producer, except for you can be better. Because a volume producer, by normal definition, not by my definition, and I will tell you what volume producer is by my definition, but a volume producer is a person that runs through 10 to 20 leads without producing a policy. But there's so many people running through that pipeline that he has, or she has, that they're still earning a decent income. What if I were able to tell you that you can increase that by at least 5? And it's not a far-fetched number, it's not an unrealistic number whatsoever, because you are not marketing yourself. I left off part 1 with a question, and I asked you all to recall the first 5 folks that you saw as you started your day. And I can even go now and say five folks. Let me rephrase it. Within any day of last week, can any of you all as agents honestly say that you introduced yourself to 5 random folks and they know what you do? That will close part 2. You see, it's going to take a build-up in order for you to start to get into the hang of what's going on when it comes to shameless marketing. I can stand here for an hour and just go on and on and on. But if you're not going to retain the information, then it's defeating the purpose for not only you, but me as well, primarily myself, because I'm here to share. And if the information I'm sharing is not being received or retained, then that defeats the purpose. So I want to build you guys up slowly till you get to the point to where when you come on, you already have a pen and paper and you're prepared to write some of this information down. And then I'm going to also show you how to get into ways to structure yourself, how to create mini days for yourself. And before this series is over, I'm going to name this a transformation series now. And once we complete, I believe it's going to be 5 steps. I believe 5 steps should give you the tools that you need to go out and better yourselves. So once again, I want to thank each and every person that has watched this video. I realize you have other choices out there. And with that being said, let me redefine my purpose here. There's a lot of creators out here, great people. I am not here to ruffle any feathers, nor am I here to take any subscribers from you. Okay? Let's be honest with one another. I have 15 subscribers and I am so grateful for those subscriptions, but I am nowhere near close to being monetized. There's absolutely no way that I can be making an earning, a living doing this at this point. So this is all just something that I feel is needed to be done, and I'm thankful that YouTube and you all are welcoming me. And I look forward to seeing you all on episode 11, part 3 of The Transformation of the Livewire Insurance Information Channel. It's been my pleasure. Victoria Williams, signing off.